Elfyn Evans knows he must outscore Kalle Rovanperä to keep this title fight alive. But it was the reigning world champion that turned the screw on Friday in Czechia. Rovanperä and co-driver Jonna Halttunen were untouchable, taking advantage of opening the road and the clear surfaces on the treacherous tarmac, as their rivals behind struggled with leaves and mud gradually coating the road. 3 stage wins in the morning loop left the reigning world champions with a lead of more than 30 seconds over Evans, who was struggling to keep pace.
Again, I was kicking myself for being a bit too careful in some places, but it's pretty difficult with these conditions.
A second title fight was happening behind them, as Andreas Mikkelsen, Gus Greensmith and Johan Rosell slugged it out for the WRC 2 crown. Rosell was the first to blink, sliding off into the trees.
I mean, he was pretty much
He hasn't been able to stop himself.
Once you're on the grass, he was just, he's just like driving on ice, wasn't he?
Before a puncture for Greensmith virtually handed the crown to Mikkelsen. But it wasn't over. The Norwegian sliding out on stage 5 and requiring the fans' assistance to get back on the road. The door was back open for Greensmith, but engine issues left him more than 2 minutes adrift of class leaders Emil Lindholm and Rita Hämäläinen, and sets the stage for an epic comeback attempt on the final 2 days. 8-time world champion Seb Ogier's Friday got off to a bad start, a puncture on the opener losing him more than 40 seconds to his rivals. But a big surprise on Friday's second test when Ogier lost another 40 seconds and offering a surprising explanation at the stop control.
What's the problem?
I have no motivation.
Ogier revealed he'd been suffering with illness in the build-up to the rally, and while his pace improved in the afternoon, he ended the day 2.5 minutes adrift of his Toyota teammate. Since Esa-Pekka Lappi's last podium in Estonia, things haven't been running smoothly, and with Ott Tänak's 2024 return to Hyundai confirmed, the Finn was going all out to prove his worth to the team. Docked 10 seconds for a jump start on day 1, he was best of the rest behind Rovanperä on the morning loop, before paying a big price for dropping a wheel off-road on a narrow section of stage 6. Thankfully he and Jana Firm were unharmed, but another DNF is exactly what they had both hoped to avoid.
My best guess is that we were too close to the edge of the road on this place, because the tarmac was fully clean on the braking, and then immediately when I touched the brake, I lost the rear. And yeah, for sure, this corner, as many other corners, there's no space to go wide, and we hit the trees immediately.
Hyundai's team leader Thierry Neuville won the final stage to leapfrog Evans into second place and prevent a clean sweep from Rovanperä, who was more than satisfied with his day's work.
Yeah, it has been a super tricky day. Luckily, the weather was once in our side, let's say. On the starting position, it was good to be first car.
So a dream day for Rovanperä, who leads by 36 seconds, with Evans 47 adrift. Ott Tänak lies 5th after suffering with handling problems and losing his gear lever on the final stage, with Taki Katsuta 5th and Ogier recovering to 6th ahead of Teemu Suninen, Grégoire Munster and Sami Pajari.